Hello! Alright, so we're all familiar with AOR and the whole trope about, bands being named after places in America. I'd say that was one of the 70s trends that kind of fucked a lot of bands, man, because I feel like people write off a lot of that sort of thing, man. Kansas in particular. And I'll be the first to admit, man, when I was a kid, hearing Dust in the Wind on the radio, I was like, man, get this shit fucking off, man. Like, I thought it sucked, like I was, just seemed really corny to me and stuff like that, man. It wasn't until I was older, much older, man, and I had already been getting into progressive rock, like, Genesis, Yes, all the obvious shit, and then Camel, Gentle Giant, Vandergraaf Generator, the drill. And finally, man, it wasn't really until my early 20s when I gave Kansas a proper chance. I had a buddy in high school, man, who was always told me, he was like, man, Kansas kicks ass, dude, you gotta give him a chance. I just kind of was like, because I knew the hit, the 2 hits they had, and I just was never impressed, man. But I gotta say, man, if you're a fan of hard rock and progressive rock, like from the 70s, man, I think the first 5 Kansas records have a lot of great shit on them, man. And because you got the first one, Kansas, then Song for America, Mask, Left Overture. Left Overture is the one with Carry On Wayward Son, and then Point of No Return. That's got, Point of No Return and Dust in the Wind on it. And I mean, there's a lot of great shit on there, and I gotta say the live album Two for the Show has all that shit, all their best shit, but like a little more raw, a little more. You guys know how 70s live albums used to be, So, because back in the 70s, like a live album actually meant something, it'd be like you get the material and it'd sound even. You get the material from the studio record, it'd sound even better, And so I wanted to make this video just because, man, I gotta recommend Kansas, dude. Like, if you like, Yes, Genesis, Deep Purple, Uriah Heep, Jethro Tull, Kansas is like kind of a middle American version of that. They have the cool violins and shit. They've got some heavy parts. They've got some really soft parts. I mean, obviously everything Kansas did was a little bit derivative of earlier British bands and shit like that, man. But I don't know, man. They got a lot of good shit, dude. Fucking Portrait He Knew, Song for America. My favorite is Mysteries and Mayhem from Mask. That song is fucking killer, dude. It's like kind of like a Deep Purple, Uriah Heep type. The main riff kind of reminds me of Deep Purple Burn, if you know that one, And I mean, man, dude, it's just some good shit. Just some good shit. And I'm doing this video because, Kansas is one of those bands, like, they're kind of cool to hate, I mean, when your band name is Kansas, people are kind of like, what the fuck, Because, obviously it's not 1976 anymore. You don't have many bands coming out today. I mean, like, when's the last time a band named after a fucking state made it onto radio or, the Reddit talk or Rate Your Music or fucking, one of the music communities, 4chan, all that shit, So, yeah. I think those first 5 records, man, through from the first one, which is self-titled, Kansas, through Point of No Return, man. A lot of good shit, man. A lot of good shit. And I don't know, man. Definitely dig it. Definitely dig it. Very good musicianship. Great vocals. Trust me. It's better than you think. Especially, man, if you're a Rush fan. You know, because it's cool to like Rush, you know. And hey, I love Rush, man. That's one of my all-time favorite bands. That's really Rush is the band that got me into progressive music at all, you know. And but still, for years, man, I kind of had a snobby attitude towards Kansas. And when you listen to those records, man, you can hear bits of like just, I don't know, the way they incorporate influences from the British bands, but kind of give it their own middle American spin, man. So I gotta say, man, definitely check out, if you're a prog rock fan and you haven't listened to the first 5 Kansas records yet, you gotta like something on those fucking records, man. Because I mean, they're just good, dude. I mean, it's like they've got that right level of rocking, but you know, they got the soft parts, really melodic parts. All the songs kind of just go up and down. You know, there's lots of twists and turns and shit. So, you know, a lot of people like to say that Kansas is, you know, their AOR or their arena rock, you know, which, yeah, I mean, every band that's played in arena is fucking arena rock. But it's not like Journey. It's not like Styx, you know. It's not like fucking Toto, which, you know, I'm not like shitting on those bands. I'm just saying I think more of you should listen to the early Kansas records, man. Yeah, I'm not saying they're the best thing in the world. Definitely, okay, trust me, there's nothing from Kansas that's as good as Close to the Edge, or Selling England by the Pound, In a Glass House, Thick as a Brick, you know. Can't really touch those, you know. But I think it's a little unfair that how Kansas have been kind of written off, you know. So I just wanted to put that out there for any of you people out there who are interested, you know, because you know, there's much worse shit out there, much worse shit out there. And yeah, man. So oh, and that first one, man, Journey from Maribyrnn, or whatever the fuck it's called, that's a really good song. Can I Tell You Something? That's an awesome, like, hard rocking song. And I like how Kansas incorporates the violins and shit, man. So, I just wanted to upload this video, you know. I think I'm going to start doing more of these types of videos, like shine a light on, like, some unsung, not necessarily unsung, but, like, bands that maybe get written off unfairly. So yeah, thank you, man. And don't forget to subscribe.